Let's talk about the voice. If you read the book, you'll be familiar with it. So there was a moment during my story where the voice played a big role. So the voice is something that we all have, something we all carry with us, and it's that voice in the back of our heads that's always trying to talk to you. And it's different for all of us. It's unique to us as individuals, what the message of the voice is, the purpose of the voice. Mine is typically failure. It whispers, it yells to me to fail. Can't, won't, type of things. But like I said, it's unique for all of us, so your voice may be different. And my story of the voice starts the night of the shooting, December 10th, 2020, when I was lying in the parking lot. That's when I truly heard the voice for the first time. And as I laid on the ground, figuring out life or death, that voice was yelling at me, telling me I failed, that my family was going to pay for that, taunting me, telling me I'm a failure. And it went on to taunt me for a long time, in the days, months, you could even say years to come, as I learned to work with it, as I learned how to combat it. But in that moment, it was that voice that played a big role in saving me, because I used it to my advantage. See, the voice works, it's strange. We feed the voice. We feed the voice with our doubts, with our lack of confidence, our lack of adversity. A lot of us don't know adversity, and this is why I talked in the last video about pushing ourselves to do hard things, about building that tolerance for adversities. It's for things like that, for the voice. So I used that voice to my advantage because I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose in a number of ways in that moment, but I didn't want to lose to that voice either. So I used it to fuel me. It's important to recognize that you have a voice in there. We all have something back there in the back of our heads, whatever you want to call it, that's negative, that self-doubt that we all carry around with us at times. Some of us just have a louder voice than others. But it's how we deal with it. It's how you use it to your advantage. I use it to my advantage these days. That's how I deal with it. I don't like losing. If you know me, you know I don't like losing. I don't like being told that I can't. And that's what the voice does. It tells me I can't. And that's probably why I push myself in the way that I do with, marathons and Ironmans and CrossFit and Murph for 30. Doing those things that some people perceive as crazy. Doing those things is what keeps me sane, in my opinion. It's what keeps me in line, keeps me grounded, keeps me striving for more, for better things, right? But the voice it's a powerful thing. And it's not easy. It's not easy to shake it. But the answer is simple. You just don't fuel it. You don't fuel the voice with the negative thoughts. You don't fuel it with the lack of confidence or self-pity that you carry around with yourself. You gotta stay positive. You gotta stay open-minded. You gotta push yourself to do hard things, to build that tolerance for adversity. And again, this falls back to the last video when we talked about doing hard things. Another reason why I do them. Another reason why we should all push ourselves out of that box, out of that comfort zone that we keep ourselves in, so you can win that battle with the voice. That voice is always there for me. It's there every day. I just don't let it get to me because I know how to control it now. I know how to combat it. It doesn't have to go anywhere. I don't let it affect me. And we should all be that way with that voice that we all have. So that's it. That's what I have today. That's short form story of the voice. But that's it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you can find your own way to combat the voice that you have.